What is up, everybody? Woo! What is up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? You guys can hear me. I can see the mic thing doing its thing. Happy New Year, Ride Smart. Yes, I saw the reel or the YouTube short, and I just had to. It was funny. I had to say something. How you doing? Hey, we got some new members here. Clayton Adamy, Rad Dad is Rad, Bullet Gershkek. I think I said that right. Well, welcome, cadets. We got some other members here. We got Colin here, Bleach, got the beard. New members get a mustache the first month, and then it does grow out into a beard. Not as long as it used to be. You guys remember those days? Yeah, those were the days that I honestly didn't give two craps. I wanted to see how long I can grow the beard. Not a good look. Because I was also growing my belly out at the same time. Not good either. 2025, guys. This is January 2nd, 2025. Colin Clark, I see that you've been a member 6 months. Nice. Same thing, Bleach. Nice. It's getting there now. Nice. Right, Smart. I love it. Guys, there's some I went and did some filming. So like I've been mentioning it a long time. It's taking a lot longer than I really wanted to, and I feel pretty bad about it. And you know, the anxiety's starting to pick up. It's like, man, I've been telling you guys about this academy. I've been telling you guys about all this stuff, and things have just kept changing. Things kept going, and kind of bringing some stuff up to you. It's like so all of I mentioned this last time, all of 2024, like the beginning of 2024, I looked through my journal. I like to do that at the end of the year. I keep a journal in a Google Doc, and I go by, you know, the day. And so like it's a huge document at this point. And I reread it all, like it's its own little book. So basically kind of get the frame of mind. I have like a personal section and a work section. And so it's really cool to see. And I saw in the work section, at least, that like I had all these ideas, and I wanted to get this book out at the beginning of the year. It's like I'm working on this book. I actually have like all the pages pretty much done of the book, but then it's just like, it doesn't feel as good. It doesn't, like, you know, you guys, when we get into a creative session or like you do some of your own work, and you're like, you finally get the project like almost ready to be done, and you're just like, man, it just doesn't, it's not good enough. And that's bad. It's feature creep and a few other things. There's some productivity things that are about that. But I like looked at it, and I was like, it just feels too much like a Dan the Fireman flavored MSF. And I was like, that's not what we're here for. Like, we've been making stuff up, like We've been making new things. There you go. Being creative in how we do it. Like, we created the plan method. And I say we, and I've been saying we a lot, thinking that there's like more people behind the scenes. There's no one behind the scenes other than me. I mean, there's a wall, but there's no one really behind the scenes. And so when I say we now, I'm gonna lean into it because I've been saying a lot. I'm gonna say we as in you guys and I. I mean, just even the MTC awareness stages. Let's go ahead and bring that up. The MTC awareness stages originally was like black. So white, yellow, orange, red, and black. And then one of you guys years ago were like, it sounds like, you know, like I think one of you guys mentioned like you pooped your pants or whatever. I was like, you know, that's a great idea. You know, when you panic, let's call it brown. And so then we kind of went with it. And that's kind of the deal when it came to even to plan. It's like I took this from the OODA loop, observe, orient, decide, and act. It's something that fighter pilots and like military and a bunch of other people do. And I changed it into plan. I flipped observe and orient. Orient is like the positioning for safety. So I flipped that because I think if you put yourself in a position already at the beginning, you're pretty good to go. S-Pile, welcome. Woo. And so, yeah, we are doing stuff. I did hear, I got a couple emails from some subscribers or viewers that were telling me about max risk going to jail. I don't really care. Probably, you know, life consequences, natural consequences there. So yeah, beginning of the year, we're working on the book. basically like filled out my ideas. Like, it's too much like a Dan the Fireman flavored MSF, and it's like, let's go ahead and focus on purely Dan the Fireman. So I looked at what I had. So I know some of you guys do this, especially if you like build out stuff and you have like spare wood. I got spare wood over here from like building out some of the sets and whatnot. You're like, what can I do with like the parts that I have? What resources do I have right here? And I'm looking around. I got like, I got the drill booklet. I got the rescue booklet. I've had the S.M.A.R.T Rider principles. Let's go ahead and bring that back up here too. S.M.A.R.T Rider principles. Let's just make this a black screen. Let's just do this. There we go. The S.M.A.R.T Rider principles since like 2019. And it's like, this is the thing that I focus on. And I took this, let's go and bring this back. I took this from firefighting. I turned it into S.M.A.R.T. So basically, with firefighting, we had to be situationally aware of all the stuff that was going on an EMS call, or a fire call, a hazmat call, TRT call, all these other things. We had to be situationally aware. We had to figure out and understand these hazardous situations so we can actually deal with them. We have to also maintain our fundamental skills. We practice 20 hours a month, which you only had 10 shifts. So that's 2 hours a shift of pure training. Hose, taking down a hose, loading hose, working with forcible entry tools, doing mock scenarios, working out, like dragging dummies and stuff like that. So it's like firefighter survival. And then we also had to make sure that we knew how to put on our gear, what kind of gear we had, take care of our gear, just basically everything, personal protective equipment. We had to know how to use it. We had to be able to train with it and all that stuff. And then also rescuing. That right there, I took very specifically from firefighting and the EMS side of things. I even at the fire station, at the fire department that I was at, back when I was like really into motorcycles, like super duper into motorcycles, first got into it, you guys know how that feels. I was telling them, I was like, hey, how cool would it be, because I looked up in Europe, how cool would it be to have a motorcycle EMT that can get to the scene quicker than anybody else? So it was like that first brainstorm of an idea. It didn't really work out, but I wanted to take it here with what we do here. And then teaching and mentoring other motorcycle riders, I took that from firefighting too. I mean, as a firefighter coming in as a rookie, you have a probationary year. You have a lot of training to do, but you have a senior firefighter that is taking you under their wing. And so then I became the senior firefighter, so I had to teach and mentor these new rookies that were coming in and show them how to do it. They knew it. They had all the book skills. They had all these other things. They knew how to ride. They knew how to put out fires and all that stuff. But it's like, here's how you work as a team. Here's how you work as, within the station. This is how the captain works. This is how the station works. This is how these things work. Follow me, grab my belt loop, and we're going to walk. You know what I mean? So like finger in the pocket. Just go ahead and follow me around. Basically, that's how it was. And so, yeah, we developed the S.M.A.R.T Rider principles here, the plan method, MTC awareness stages, focused on a bunch of other things. The rescue card, I wanted to make sure, the rescue principles and everything. I took that from accident scene management, mixed it with Stop the Bleed, mixed it with my medical training. So not just a first responder, but as an EMT. So I mixed all these different ideas. Like I said, I'm gathering the resources. I'm looking around. It's like, what can I do? What can I do? Made my own trauma kits, did all these other things, focused heavily on those S.M.A.R.T Rider principles. So these are actually the training verticals of what we do, okay? Yeah, exactly, Horvath. I think it would have been, I could have gotten there like 3 minutes quicker than everyone else on a motorcycle. Not speeding, but just like lane filtering and kind of navigating through things, especially on highly congested areas. I thought it was a great idea. Didn't really do that. I have to be a member to keep the rescue pack under my seat. It helped me on a New Year Eve when I crashed. It was because I had a lot on my mind with personal issues. Thankfully, I'm not too banged up and my bike isn't totaled, but your training helped a lot. S. Pile with the $50 super chat. Sucks that you crashed. I get it that everyone has a lot on their mind. Hopefully you got some of that taken care of, and kind of learned about it and figured things out. I'm glad that I was able to help you out with some of the training that I just kind of talk about here. But thanks for the motivation for me too. Like I'm like amped up. 2025 is like a whole new year. It's a whole new thing that we're doing. Thank you for the 50. You just bought me lunch and dinner. Appreciate that. So like, yeah, beginning of the year, really focused on the book, transitioned to, hey, I'm going to make an academy course based off the book because it's what I can do. I know how I've made an academy before. And I'm going to go ahead and do that and use these book pages as slides. And I built out all these blogs for every single lesson. I had like 50 lessons. And I'm like, this is just another MSF flavored Dan the Fireman, but with rescue and teaching and mentoring. It's like, it's still just not good enough. It's not good enough. So I spent the last month, and one of the big things that really kind of pushed me and motivated me is, once again, looking around, what do I have? What do I have? And I do have someone that is sharing her life with me, and I'm able to basically be around her family. She has a 17-year-old daughter and a 21-year-old daughter right now, and a 17-year-old daughter went to the MSF course with me in July, and in December I was like, hey, there's a little opportunity for you. I'm gonna go ahead and pay you, like a little paid opportunity, just have some fun. And she only had like, originally we had 2 days to film, but she had some other stuff come up, and obviously I'm going to work with her schedule. And I was like, okay, cool. We only have like 3 hours. I was like, how am I going to teach you how to ride a motorcycle, or how am I going to like give you a refresher on how to ride a motorcycle? How am I going to get you to remember friction zone, throttle control, all these things within 3 hours, and then film it all? And if some of you guys have filmed anything, you know how much it takes to like set things up, have basically a syllabus. I like to think of it as school, a syllabus or a film plan going up. Um, and so I decided, you know what, let's go ahead and do the drills, but I'm going to teach you how to ride with the drills. And we turned it into a game. That was something that we play a lot of board games, and I've played a lot of board games since March, and a lot of new ones. And I'm having to learn as I go and have a good time. And then before I know it, I got really good at them. Those specific ones. So, long story short, 2025, completely different. Revamping everything. I'm no longer going to be a motorcycle training coach. Let's go ahead and just do this. I'm no longer going to be a motorcycle training coach. No longer going to do motorcycle training. Not in the way you think. Let's go ahead and pivot. Let's go ahead and get our creative brain going on. How you doing, Harry Ovzo? It's good to see you again. Let's go ahead and put on our thinking hats, our creative hats here. Everything I just said, I don't want to be just another MSF or a motorcycle trainer that teaches the very basic things so you can get your endorsement. 30 months, jeez. What we're doing here now is that we're creating a game. We're going to learn how to ride by playing. We're going to play, learn, and ride. Still working on the slogan. Still same thing, Smart Rider principles, same thing. Smart Rider drills, rescue. We're doing everything the same. I don't want to be a motorcycle coach. I want to be somebody that gets a bunch of people that want to ride a motorcycle together to have fun playing a game, and then after they play the game, they've gotten this much better at riding. And then they play the game again, they get this much better, this much better, this much better, this much better. By having fun. And how am I going to do that? Once again, I look around what I got. I got 2 e-bikes over here. I got 2 e-bikes at home. I got 2 motorcycles. One of the FTR is just out of commission. I got to get that thing fixed up. Front forks and a few other things are all screwed up, just leaking and everything. Indians dragging their feet. So how am I going to do it? Well, got the drills. Right? I went through all my notes the last couple years, and I've had a game idea, a tournament idea. I've originally got the idea from the CrossFit Games, the open season before the games actually happen, where everyone at different CrossFit gyms or in the house, in a garage gym, or whatever equipment they can do, they film themselves doing the best they can. They have their time, and they send it in, and they get into leaderboard, and the top whatever gets to go to the actual games. You know what I mean? So, how about, and I'm going all in. I already made the decision. This is happening. we're going to have the S.M.A.R.T Rider games. The S.M.A.R.T Rider games. We're going to have those. I have a season of 2025. It's a 4-quarter season. Every quarter, we're going to have a new set. We're going to have 3 drills from the list that I have here that I'm going to set out. We're going to compete against each other, see who's the best. We're going to see who does the drills the fastest. And we're going to have teams. And I got to start off by myself. So I've been practicing. I've been riding. I've been doing the drills. I've been getting better and better and better. And, yeah, the DDFM Crew S.M.A.R.T Riders is my team. And you guys, if you want to join, you could be on my team. I see the S.M.A.R.T Riders over here, Andy Uguni. What about the S.M.A.R.T Rider team? What about if you're a part of a riding group? How about you guys create a team? How about you get a group of friends together? You guys become a team. How about you just do it by yourself? Right? How about you just go ahead and film yourself doing the lefty loosey, righty tighty, 2-pole run, boot lace, boxer's glove, the ADOs, all the ones that I will be putting out, and film yourself and then send it in, and you could win. Now, what do you win? I'm working right now on an idea for the leaderboards, a public leaderboards, where people post their videos online on YouTube, send me the link, I look at it, they send me their time, I go ahead and take a look and make sure that's the real time. Not everybody has a laser timer like I do. I'll do frame-by-frame analysis, whatnot. Super duper IT stuff. I'll go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and have a public leaderboards. And we do have a Discord killer. I just haven't been on it in a long time. I need to get back on it. Public leaderboards and whatnot. And the Academy. The Academy's still going. It's going to happen, but it's being switched up. It's being switched up. The Academy is the DDFM Crew S.M.A.R.T Riders group. It's like our riding group. It's our team. It's our team website. Yes, there's a membership. I'm going to keep it at $120 a year for what it is. But there's going to be a public leaderboard, and there's going to be a DDFM Crew team leaderboard. So we're going to compete against each other. We're going to compete against the world. We're going to see if our team is the best team. And I hope there's people out there that are better, that have their own team. I would love to compete. I would love to compete. And I don't mind losing, but I also don't give up. I've been doing this a long time. We're going to compete against each other. I'm going to work on a new book that is based on the game itself. It's going to come with some cones. We got some cones, or you can just cut 5 tennis balls in half and have your cones right there. Boom, there you go. And we're just going to be competing against each other. It's going to be a community, huge community. We got a huge community here. How about we just start competing against each other? I get it. Moto Jitsu, great rider. How about he creates a team? Yami Noob? I don't know. So now I'm thinking content creators. Yami Noob creates a team. What about Doodle? She creates a team. What about MC Rider creates a team? What about, all these other people that are really good at slow speed stuff? What about all these people that are good at creating content and they ride motorcycles? How about they just do the team? They're easy drills, right? They're easy. Spite, chase on 2 wheels. I've been doing this for so long. YouTube content creation, I've been doing this for so long. And there was a time when moto vlogs were a huge thing. Not Max Risk. Jixer Brother, and even stunters would do really well. Brian 636, that'd be cool. There was a time with moto vlogs, people it was a community, a big community. And then it switched into, because I think Yami Noob got really popular with it, is the 5 tips and some of the entertainment stuff. And then everyone started trying to do that. And then we do gear reviews, and then we do motorcycle reviews, and all these different things. But then everyone kind of splintered off. Walt Terrific was, I remember watching Walt Terrific. Be the boss of your motorcycle. He's great. He does great stuff. I would love to see his own team, because he does group stuff all the time. Nobody like there's no community anymore. Have you guys noticed that too? There's like no community within the motorcycle training or just motorcycle content. There's no community anymore. And I can sit around and complain. I can sit around and complain about it. I can sit around and be like, hey, you know, motorcycle videos are just going away. Like, they're not as fun. Nobody's innovating anymore. You know, it's just the same reviews. It's the same how to do U-turn. Like, here's my adventure. I mean, those are all fun and those work, but it's like everyone's off on their own, and you know, you die when you're on your own. And so instead of complaining, I'm going to go ahead and just build something. I'm going to build something. I'm going to build the games. It's a friendly competition. I like to think of kayfabe. Anybody understand, you know, WWE and all that stuff? Kayfabe. Basically acting. I mean, shoot, if Moto-Jitsu, I mean, I've had my issues with him before, but if he wants to be the heel, right? Go ahead and be the heel. I'll go ahead and be who I am. Doodle can be who she is. Chase on Two Wheels can be who he is. Like, everyone can have their own little personalities, have their own little teams with their logos, right? How about we just compete with each other for something fun and get everybody, their own communities as their team, right? Let's get everybody to play a game. I mean, that's what I learned from all these board games. Like, you get to play the game, you get to have fun. It's all, you know, across the United States, across the world. Just post a video of your drills. Don't cheat. Don't cheat. You know, don't speed up the video. You know, you'll get called out for that. You're just kind of ruining your own reputation on that one. But why don't we just have fun and compete? I got the drills. I got the idea. I've already been practicing. And they're easy drills. And here's the thing. You play the game, you learn how to ride. Just like when you're playing a board game, it's like, well, what does this piece do? Like, what are the rules? Like, what is it? Like, when I roll the dice, what happens? Well, guess what? In order to play the game here, you have to know what friction zone is. You have to know what throttle control is. You have to know what counterbalancing is. That's pretty much it. If you want to get better, guess what? Head and eye movement. Guess what? Your throttle control, friction zone, and then maybe a little bit of braking. Right? So, like, there's strategy involved. Have some fun with it. But in order to start playing the game, you have to learn the very basics of how to ride a motorcycle. And here's the cool thing is you can do it on an e-bike. You can do it on a bicycle if you don't have a motorcycle yet. So if you want to participate and play the game, maybe we'll have different categories. But play the game. And the cool thing is it scales up, it scales down. You can have the fastest motorcycle, the lowest CC motorcycle. You can have a motorcycle, you can have a bicycle. So if you have a motorcycle as a dad or an uncle or a mom or whoever, or whatever you are, and you have a kid, you go ride your motorcycle and compete against your kid on a bicycle. Have fun. And then who knows, maybe one day that kid, your kid, or whatever, wants to learn how to ride a motorcycle. Well, they already know the game. Teach them how to ride a motorcycle with the new book, the new training that I'm going to be putting out. So the pivot that I'm doing in 2025 is that we're all going to become athletes. It's matching my lifestyle. My content matches my lifestyle. I've gotten to a point where it's like I'm a full-time athlete. Like, I work out 3 days a week. I do a ruck for 2 hours twice a week. I go out and I do the drills on Tuesdays. Wednesdays, I actually am going to start going out and doing ride along with DanDanTheFireman so I can show you how to ride a motorcycle on the street, because I also want to give you that next step. Also, it's like just like firefighting, we have 20 hours a month. 20 hours a month of fire training. Guess what we're also going to be doing? I'm going to be throwing in some rescue. We're going to do some training in there just in case, because I know some of you guys want to do that. And then also teaching mentoring. Because imagine as a team captain, right, C-Sizzle? As a team captain, if you're the S.M.A.R.T rider, captain and you have a new person come in and they want to play the game, they want to ride, guess what you're going to have to do? You're going to have to teach a mentor. So it fits all of the Smart Rider principles, this game. It's bringing the community together, and that's what 2025 is going to be. So I'm busting my ass, and it's very simplified too. It's so easy, and that's the thing is the MSF. You 2 days, constant instruction, all these other things, and it's like, hey, thank you, Andy Goonie. Chase on 2 wheels, Ghost on 2 wheels, the Goonie and Yanto SP. Let's go. Hey, there's your team right there. Boom. But like the MSF, it's just like dry, and why? Because they're getting you to pass your endorsement. So why don't I make something fun where it's like, hey, I don't care if you pass your endorsement or not. You're doing it in a parking lot. You're not riding on the street, right? But if you do this, guess what? You can just go ahead and go to the DMV and pass your endorsement. It's just U-turns, figure eight, straight line weave, braking, swerving. That's it. At least in the United States. Everywhere else, it's pretty tough. And that's why I want to give you a little bit extra. So we're going to have fun. We're going to do something completely different. We're going to change the game of motorcycle training without calling it motorcycle training. We're going to call it the Smart Rider Games. You're going to learn how to ride a motorcycle. Go get your endorsement. Go play around on the streets. Have your fun. Let all these other people like MotoJitsu and everyone else teach you all that stuff. Perfectly fine. I'll teach you some stuff too. I'll do ride along with DanDanTheFireman. We'll do a few other things, and we'll do these motorcycle crash compilation stuff so we can do after action reviews and all that stuff. But we're focusing on the game, guys. Call it Squid Game. That's actually pretty smart. Might get sued by Netflix. See, we're creating something here. So that's what I'm gonna be focusing on in 2025. I have a whole schedule I've been keeping to for the past month. It's a big routine as the team captain here, guys, as the team lead for the DDFM Crew Smart Riders. Part of the membership that we're gonna be doing on I don't want to give out the website yet, but what we're gonna be doing, part of the academy, is that there is a membership section where there's like a forum. There's blogs and there's newsletters and whatnot. Part of the membership is I'll be giving out training materials for the week. It's like, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm training. This is what we're going to be doing as a team. Let's get out there and ride. You got the weekend. All you have to do is give me 20, 30 minutes of doing these drills. Boom, you're done. If you want to film it, cool. Film it, post it up, and we'll add you to the team leaderboards. And then when it comes time to for that quarterly tournament that we're going to have that's open to the public, let's see how we do as a team, right? Let's compete against the Smart Riders. Let's compete against the MotoJitsu riders. Let's compete against the Chase on 2-wheel riders. Let's compete against the Doodle on motorcycle riders. Let's compete against Be a Boss Your motorcycle riders. Whatever team they want to come up with, let's go ahead and compete against them, or individuals. Because you can always you don't have to be a part of a team to do it. You can just post your time, boom, you win, if you win. That's going to be the focus of 2025. We're going to play a game, and the side effect is you learn how to ride. Simple as that. Simple as that. So the live stream will be adjusted, and what I'll be doing is also doing like a weekly DDFM Crew update for you guys during the live stream, just kind of like what I'm doing right now, what I've been doing at the beginning of the stream. And then we're going to get into some crashes and close calls. We got some pizza today. We're going to do some crashes and close calls. We're going to have some fun with that. And then, yeah, the more I'm going to I'm back into riding. I'm back into filming, back into doing all that stuff. We got to have that discipline. 2025 is the year of discipline. Year of the athlete, year of discipline. And I'll be sharing my workouts with the training group. If you guys want to do the workouts with me, I'll be sharing some life lessons. Like I said, I've been journaling since 2020 consistently. I would say at least 3-4 times a week. Reading a lot of books, learning a lot of things, and I would love to share some of this knowledge that I have over the past couple years, definitely with all the therapy that I've been doing, and share some of these life lessons so that some of you guys that are dealing with road rage, tough things, we just got S.Pile dealing with some stuff. Maybe I can solve some of those problems so that we are not distracted, right? So yeah, and then it's bring your own bike, bring the bike that you have. Like I'm riding on a Rebel 500. I know people that are gonna have, like dirt bikes or supermotos and whatnot that are gonna completely destroy me just because of the ergonomics of their bike. perfectly fine. I don't care. But I'm going to show you what you can do on a Rebel 500, which is going to be a very beginner bike anyways. It's going to be fun. But are you guys in? Are you guys in on that? We're creating a team. Are you guys in on that? Are you guys wanting to do this? Are you guys wanting to compete, see who gets the best time? And then when you post your video, and let's say you kick my butt that week, guess what? You're going up on the live stream. Your video is going to be part of the intro. We're going to do it. Every week, the top 5 maybe. Let's say the top 5, because the drills don't take long. Like, the lefty-loosey takes me 12 seconds. So we have, let's say, 5 to 10 people of that week. The best 5 to 10 people of that week. Boom. First 10 minutes of the live stream, you get posted. Right there. It's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of work. You guys are going to get better at riding. I'm going to try my best to give you other extracurricular activities like how to rescue. I got this dummy right here. Rescue Ronaldo. We're going to be doing some rescue stuff. I'm going to see if I can do some collaborations, because the whole point of a lot of these things is that community. Like that, it's community first, game second. We got to have a community to be able to play the game. And then we're going to have a fun competition. So my goal, there is somebody in Phoenix that I need to reconnect with that he's amazing at Moto Gymkhana. And I'd love to learn a little bit about him. He might be the Stig for the DD Crew Smart Riders. If he wants to be on camera, that's cool. If he wants to talk, then that's cool. He doesn't have to be the Stig. I recommend farting in your full leathers. That warms up nice. Good stuff. But let's do it. Let's do it. We're going to try to build community, and we got to start here. You know, if we build like a really good Smart Rider Games community, the DD Crew Smart Riders, the team, we could be like this. It sounds kind of cheesy, but we could be like this beacon to where it's like, hey, if they're doing it and they're having a great time, how about we do it and I have a great time? And we're going to be like, hey, come on in. Come on in. Hey, Chase on 2 Wheels, you want to create a team? Hey, let's DD Crew Smart Riders versus Chase on 2 Wheels team. It's going to be fun. Friendly competition, bragging rights, whatever it is. You know what I mean? So let's do it. If I start it, I'm going to start it anyways. I don't care. I'm going to do it. I already have videos that I can post. I just have to edit, actually. And then I can post. But I'm going to start it. You guys join me. If you post your videos, so that's the thing, is I'm going to tell you how to do it. I mean, it's like, here's where you put your camera. Make sure you get those first 2 cones within the frame of the shot. So when you do pass it, if you can give me your time, that'd be great. But I'll go and double check your time. We'll start posting it on the live stream. And then, boom. Start asking your friends to play with you. Not like that, but ask your friends to play the game. Start challenging. And once we get it started, start challenging. Go to Motojitsu and go ahead and challenge him if you want. I'll start calling people out. You know, like I said, WWE, kayfabe. We're going to... I don't care anymore. We're just going to do it. We're going to do it. We got to change it up, guys. The motorcycle community is so fractured and divided right now. Everyone's just like doing their own thing. Nobody really knows what they're doing. Yeah, the kayfabe idea is fun. We're going to have costume. No, I'm just kidding. But I got a uniform. And that's another thing. I forgot. I floated the idea of team shirts. And I'm going to do it, RP. I'm going to do it. I floated the idea of team shirts. I have somebody that can make the shirts. I got her, it's the 21-year-old that I was talking about. I got her a heat press and a sublimation printer. I got some shirts. That I really like. And I want to do like a limited drop of like 100 shirts that are team shirts. And we're just going to jump right into it. And the shirts will come with the new book or even this old book. Actually, it's going to come with the new book because I'm going to change up some of the designs. I'm going to limit a lot of the designs, but I'm going to change up some of the designs. So once these sell out, I might actually have to do a sale so we can sell these out. Because there's going to be some new, they're going to be version 2.0. But she's got some shirts. She can make the shirts. She's been doing a lot of good stuff with like sweatshirts and whatnot. She's having fun with the equipment. But yeah, we're gonna have some team shirts. We're gonna be going into it. That's what 2025 is gonna be, guys. We're gonna jump into this stuff though. Let's go ahead and let's get into. I wanted to share that. I'm super excited about it. But that's what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna be a motorcycle coach anymore. Nah. Think of it as like outgrowing that. Nobody likes to just learn. They want to play. The best parts of the MSF were like exercises like the second day where you got to like just play around. I've thought about jerseys. The jerseys I was thinking about, Harry, like the triple XL shirt so you can wear it over the gear. The jersey, what are they called? They're like they use them in soccer or football. Those like mesh ones, but those are hard to print on. But I was thinking of like hockey jerseys, like some of these bigger jerseys that you put over stuff, like put over gear. I think that'd be fun. But I think that might be out of the wheelhouse of what she can do. So we'll just do t-shirts. We'll do t-shirts. That way you take your jacket off, you look cool. But we're going to jump into this. Let's make sure I got my pen. Yep, we got the pen going. Your nipples chafe. Interesting. Did the MSF course in April. Didn't get a bike until Halloween. I've only put a couple 100 miles on it so far, but your content has definitely taught me a lot and helped me feel more comfortable. Desert Rat 08, yes. But yeah, I'm leaning into kayfabe. I'm going to have fun. There's a new version of Dan the Fireman coming out in 2025. I think it's actually the old version. The old version was when I first started doing these live streams. Talking a little bit of smack. A little bit of smartassery. I am not the best rider, but I can talk. Ooh-wee. We also got, there's still a sale going on. Can somebody check it for me? Somebody's been saying that it doesn't, like, I've gotten like 1 or 2 comments that says it doesn't work. It is linked in the description. I'll go ahead and just post it in the chat and pin it at the top. There's still 2 days left. You know, in fact, let me go to the shop. There's 2 days left, 30% off everything in the store. 30% off. Let me go and check the discounts. Let's double check, make sure these discounts are still up. Yeah, holiday 2024. Discount code still going. Yep. Let's make that midnight. There we go. Yeah, so you can get the rescue booklet. You can get the cones. You can get, because we got the cones, but you can get the drill booklet right now, 30% off. Go grab it before the sale ends. I might do a sale for this later so I can run out of those after I make the new designs. But yeah, guys, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna bring the community together. We're not gonna mess around. Hey, 52 likes, guys. I just order. I think it's supposed to go straight up into the. I think once you get to the. Once you get to checkout. All customers, 1 per customer, can't combine with other discounts. Active till January 4th. 56. It's been used 56 times. For the store, 30% off 7 products. Does it work? I think like once you go into like your cart, you have to use the link. You know, I saw that Joseph that you just did before the end of the stream. I'll do the calculations for 30% off, and I'll refund you 30% off. Joseph. You have to click the link. That's the thing. It's not advertised unless you're on the live stream, but yeah, you're here. I'll get you 30% off. Now it'll discount it. It'll just go back to your card. It'll be a refund of 30% off. I'll do the math. You'll spend with me? Well then, how about this? You got the book, you got the cones. I'll throw in a rescue booklet and a card. You cool with that? You want that? What else do you know what? Yeah. Since you're getting the cones, you're getting a box. I'll do that, and then 1 second. I'll throw in the DDFM crew glove holder. I use that on I have it clipped and wrapped in my gloves. So you're gonna get all these too. I'll put that right over here. You know, in fact, I'll throw in 2 cards. Let me get the other one. Boom. How about that? And I got to use Zen if you want one of those. It has my saliva on it, my DNA. You can replicate me. You can clone me if you want, if you have the technology. No? Okay. We won't do that. Is that cool, or do you want 30% off? It's up to you. It's up to you. Guys, we're going to get started on this. 59 likes. There's 114 of you in class. Guys, there's 114 of you in class. I don't know where are you? Like, you guys must be in like a different room just watching this on a screen somewhere. But we have pizza here. We have pizza. We have a bunch of seats right here. None of you guys. All right. All right. Kimberly's in SoCal. That's another thing. I just want to get it. I'm gonna challenge everybody. I'm gonna start throwing DMs everywhere on Instagram. I'm gonna be like, hey, let's do this. Prescott. Ooh, I love Prescott. Atlanta, Delmarva, SoCal. Ooh, we work from home. Okay, Pepsi, that's fine. I'll ship you some pizza. It might be gross by the time it gets there. Austria, South Carolina. I'm gonna be sending DMs to everybody. I'm gonna be calling people out on videos. I'm gonna find people's emails. It's like, no, let's do this. See, that'd be fun, Nubby. See, this is what I love about this, is I've thought about a dirt bike version. You go into a flat lot that's dirt, you set up the cones, and you do it on a dirt bike. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be a parking lot. We might have an off-road version of the games. You know what I mean? That'd be fun. Or in the snow, or in the rain. Rain games. I don't know. Can't really control that one. But guys, we're going to get started on this one. Yeah, Nubby, I was thinking of that. It's either motorcycles versus e-bikes versus bikes. Like bicycles. Like the 3 classes. Like basically an open class. I took a lot of it from powerlifting. You know, there's raw, there's a bunch of different kinds, like wraps. You can do wrapped and horses. But I got Bell Rock. I got a lot of these ideas for the Smart Rider games from barrel racing. It's pretty cool. But yeah, like I was thinking about that, but then it's more of like a bring what you brought type of a thing. And then maybe it's a great idea. I have it written down too. As everything evolves, let's say it does evolve, there would be like different classes. You know what I mean? But the cool thing about motorcycles, it is kind of like a great equalizer. There doesn't have to be a men or a women's league. There doesn't have to be. Because the motorcycle is the motorcycle. The skill is the skill. You know what I mean? But who knows? It could change. It could change. But I love it. Like, I also thought like above 500cc, below 500cc, whatever bike you got. All right, guys, we're going to jump into this. We got 2 videos today. Not a lot. Not a lot. One new MotorStars video, one a little older. You know what I mean? So we're going to do this, and I'm going to get back to editing because I did finish basically the tutorial of how to ride using the games. And we're going to jump, and I'm focused on the Academy stuff. So I got some editing to do. That's what I'm going to be doing today. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and get all these training cones and a bunch of other booklet stuff. Go post office, come back and edit too. Get some lunch. All right, guys. We're going to jump into this. I'm going to hit that record button. The sale is going to be gone by the time this weekend hits. Well, the first video, actually. First video will be when the sale still... You know, I'll just extend the sale. I'll extend the sale. Let's do that. Let's extend it for the weekend. January 4th is Saturday, right? Yeah, let's extend it to the 6th. We're extending it to the 6th. Let's go ahead and edit. There we go. There we go. So now it's to the 6th. Replace the pin comment. Boom, boom. There it is. There we go, guys. 71 likes. Hit that like button. 120 of you in class. Let's see if we can get to 100 by the end of this video. We're going to go over crashes and close calls. We're going to figure out what happened, how it happened. We're going to have some fun with it. We're going to be utilizing the plan method and talking about that. He turned 30. Hey, I'm 37, man. I'm going to be turning 38 this year. I'm getting older, but I feel great. My body feels like it's 25. Oof. Feels great. Been working out. Year of the athlete, guys. Year of discipline. Year of becoming smart riders. We're diving in. No longer teaching you how to ride. We're teaching you how to have fun on a bicycle and a motorcycle and an e-bike. All right, guys. We're going to jump into this. 3, 2, 1. What is up, everybody? DanDanTheFireman here. We're going to be going over some crashes and close calls from MotorStars today, and we're going to be figuring out what happened, how it happened, and then hopefully prevent a lot of it for ourselves utilizing the plan method. Position for safety, locate these hazardous situations and patterns. We're going to assess if they're relevant threats, and we're going to have to navigate ourselves out of these by good progressive emergency braking, swerving, or even acceleration. Let's figure out what happened. Maybe use some rescue skills to help somebody else that crashed. So let's see real quick. So we're going to come up to here. So we're lane. There we go. Lane splitting. We're not doing too crazy of a speed here. Not too crazy of a speed. Not that big of a deal. Let me go ahead and hit that record button right there. And then not that big of a deal. 33 miles an hour. We're trying to get through traffic. This looks like California. Not a big deal. So when it comes to locating hazard situations, when we are lane splitting, it is a hazard situation because it does take away our swerves to the left and to the right. So those are our escape paths typically when we're riding in our own lane. So we have to either emergency accelerate to get out of a situation and then maybe swerve if we have open spaces, or do some really good progressive braking. So get in that front brake and squeeze, 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 harder and harder and harder and harder. So we're coming up to here. The goal is to find out what is happening, though. We got to find out if these are relevant threats. So whenever I'm lane filtering or lane splitting in California where it's legal, I'm always looking for these big open spots. Okay, these big open spots right here. Now, these are things that I call opportunities for other vehicles to go into, right? I mean, it's pretty standard road behavior, right? A car will go into an open spot. They're not going to hit another car, hopefully. They will sideswipe a car, but they're not looking for us. They're not looking for us as motorcyclists. We talk about intentional blindness all the time. They're looking for other cars because that's what's on the road. That's what they're scared of, right? XXC R9, welcome to the crew. So I'm always aware of those things. So there's a gap right there coming up. Okay. We have a blinker. We have to be hyper aware on a motorcycle. We have a gap right here. That is where they're going. So we should be paying attention to that. And if we're lane filtering, it's our responsibility for our own safety. So we have to be paying attention. We have to pay attention to these certain things. It's really difficult to be riding and pay attention to everything. So this is why I talk about pointing out these specific things. I talk about patterns because I want to look for patterns, pattern recognition. That's what humans are really good at. So I'm making sure if I see a change in this blinker, that's what they're going to do. Sometimes people don't use it. So that's why I always look for these big open gaps. And I'm always slowing it down. I'm covering the brakes. Looks like he's covering the brakes. That's pretty good. But we have to be quick on our perception and reaction and stopping distance. That's part of our total stopping distance. And now sometimes we just have to slow it down enough to let them in. Sometimes we have to stop. Sometimes we have to swerve. We could swerve left right here. Sometimes we have to accelerate out of it. These are all things that you're going to have to make those decisions in those moments. But I'm pointing them out to you right now so you can think about it. Okay? So think about it. So we get up to here. There's the brakes, and there's a little bit of a swerve. Not good enough. We have to swerve. Now it's like, well, if he swerved a little bit hard, he's going to crash in the back of that white car. Well, guys, think a little bit bigger. Think a little bit bigger. Maybe swerve in between these. You're already lane filtering. We know we could do it. You gotta try. You gotta go for it. Think of it. Think bigger, guys. Think bigger. That's all. Now, driver behaviors.
Not safe. Okay, they off the road.
There we go. Cornering's a big one. Let's see what happens here. That's a sharp left turn. You could tell by that sign right there. So let's go. Sad day for me over here, but all is good. All right. This looks like California mountains. So that's what you call a low side. So we lost traction on those tires. Leaning the bike a little bit hard, speeding up pretty fast, having fun in the mountains. Okay, cool. Do your thing. If you don't want to crash, do a little bit of slow look press and roll. Or learn how to trail brake. Maintain that traction. If you want to practice your speed and you want to go super fast and see how well you can do things, I'm glad he's got full gear. If you want to do all of this, go to a track, and I get it. Tracks are expensive, but so is the hospital. There you go. So he's walking. That's good. So we also talk about rescuing, right? Remain calm, ensure your own safety, stop major bleeds. If you're by yourself, you got to do it all for yourself. But if your buddy crashes, you can help him out. All right, what do we got here? I rode my bike under a truck. Not good. You don't want to do that. Is this one of those gee whiz have fun things? Okay. Well, just because you can doesn't mean you should, but it worked out for him. Not a big deal. I wouldn't do it. All right, so 154, it's probably kilometers an hour. So we're probably going a little bit above highway speeds.
Surface caught this bike off guard after a long struggle to regain control of the bike.
Oh, road surface hazards?
In a rather spectacular way.
Oh, geez, slow-mo now. So speed is definitely a factor in this crash. He's got some crash guards on his bike, so engine crash guards, that's pretty good. So hopefully the bike is doing fine. Hopefully we didn't break a collarbone when we smash right into the right shoulder. That's not good. Hopefully he's doing fine. So let's take a look at what happened here. So we got some context beforehand. So we're going pretty fast, but look at the road surface. Okay, so if we're going fast and we hit some road surface bumps, it could be gravel, it could be the road itself in terrible condition. It's gonna mess you up, especially when you're supposed to be doing a turn. So it's gonna mess you up no matter what speed you're going at. But if you're going at the appropriate speed or the speed that you're comfortable with, as in your skill level, not that you're like, I'm comfortable, I could do it. It's more of like, this is what I can do. This is what look at that. It's like what I can do because of my skill, okay? So slow it down just a little bit because you're going to hit these bumps and then you have too much of speed. This video is slowed down. You have too much speed. His phone is not even in his case anymore. Probably hit some bumps earlier. And now we're going to go off-road. So slow it down, slow press and roll. Look for these hazardous situations, right? It's a hazardous situation with all of this road surface hazards. They are relevant threats. So how do we navigate this active threat? Roll off the throttle, maybe apply some brakes before the turn so that we're not hitting these bumps at a high speed, which is going to mess us up big time, okay?
To regain control of the bike, he ends the ride in a rather
same thing with gravel, same thing with snow, same thing with rain. Road surface hazards will mess you up. And then this is what could happen. And if you're riding with a group of friends, Make sure you rescue. All right, so we got some cyclists going through. Don't know what he's saying. Don't know what he's saying. I don't speak German? Oh, angry. Hey, you don't touch other people, dude. You don't touch. There you go. You messed up, man. You messed up. You do whatever you need to do to defend your buddy. So how do we handle this? Okay, let's go and talk about plan here. We got to be in a good position for safety. We located this hazardous situation. Is he a relevant threat? Well, he started touching your friend. So how do you navigate this active threat? However you want. However you want to do that. You know, you can let your friend deal with it, or you can deal with it. However you want. Once you start touching somebody, that's a no-go. Okay, let's move on. All right, we're riding, doing a sharp right turn. Oh, we lost traction on that rear tire. Lost the traction. Just laying here, don't mind me. All right, so what happened? He's got motorcycle boots, very good. He's got a jacket, very nice. Regular jeans. It's not gonna help out your knees or some abrasions, but we got a full face helmet, very good. All right, so part of the Smart Rider drills, okay, right now, 30% off. It's gonna end this weekend, January 6th, it's gonna end. But you can practice your slow speed maneuvers all the way to expert mode, but there's some like hard ones. There's some easier ones. There's some pictures. Lefty loosey, righty tighty are one of my favorites. You're going to practice your friction zone throttle control, and you're going to understand what your bike can do. So right here, we're doing a tight turn from a stop. It's a tight right turn from a stop. We start to turn. We're looking where we want to go. He accidentally either dumped the clutch, let it all out with a lot of throttle, so he's not doing friction zone throttle control very well, or he doesn't have the clutch out, and he just gunned it. And so that rear tire is going to spin because it didn't have traction. You have to start off a little slow to let it get some traction and then go, especially on that turn. So don't dump the clutch and let it and give it throttle. Friction zone, get that thing going. Like nice and easy, smooth transitions, a little bit slow. And then once you are on the road and you're facing where you want to go, you can start releasing the clutch a little bit more and giving it some gas and then start upshifting and everything. So just he let it out too quick. That's all. And what we don't see is that there could be a little oil. There could be a little bit of gravel. There could have been something on the road. So a road surface hazard can take away traction from that rear tire also. But more than likely, he gave it a little too much. All right, we're going a little fast here. Oh, let's take a look at his hand on that one, because I think that was a panic brake. Yep, look at that right hand on that front brake, panicking a little bit. He's got to swerve left to get away from that trailer. Smash the front brake. It's going to cause that front tire to lock up a little bit or start, yes, well, it's going to lock up, especially maybe with this bike. No ABS. And it's going to start sliding. And since he's already in a little bit of a turn, applying the brakes, and he starts sliding, the bike's going to want to fall down where your handlebars are turned. That's not good. You can slow down. So Horvath, brake plus swerve equals no. You don't want to slam the brake and then try to swerve. What you can do is slow down a little bit and then start releasing the brake and then swerve. So it is like kind of the same where you do and then do, not do and do. Don't do. Don't do. That's not good. Do-do's not good. That's when we start talking about, my live stream. That's when we start talking about brown stage. There we go. Start talking about brown stage. There we go. Like my live streaming stuff kind of got all screwed up. We still here? We still here? Okay. So a little bit of brown stage panic, did both at the same time. Do one or the other. You can kind of like, just like friction zone throttle control, you can kind of do a little bit of the same, but if you do friction zone and you give it a lot of throttle, you're not going to go very far. If you give out if you don't give any throttle and you give all clutch, you're not going to go anywhere. You have to do a little bit, and then if you want to go, you have to do one or the other. Same thing with swerving and braking. You could do a little bit at the same time, but if you really want a good swerve, you have to not apply the brakes. If you really want to have good braking, you cannot swerve at the same time. At that point, it's one or the other. So this one right here, panicked, slammed the brakes, and then tried to swerve, not good. This is what's going to happen here. So we lost traction. We get lost basically our maneuverability on the bike, and then we dumped the bike. This is the whole I had to layer down
This
thing.
biker admitted that a significant amount of oil on the road was the main reason for his
Oil? Oil? Let's take a look at his hands. The moment he applies that front brake, so he's full on. The moment he applies that front brake. Oil.
This biker admitted that a significant amount of oil on the road was the main reason for his fall.
Okay. Another thing about life, not just riding motorcycles, is taking personal accountability so you can learn from it.
At the very last second, this rider manages to take the right exit, but excessive speed and heavy braking that turn lead to an...
Okay, we have a sharp turn coming up. We have a stop sign right there. You saw that? So excessive speed going into a turn, we talked about that. Slow it down. And since we're with a group of friends, we're going to rescue each other so that other friends are going to remain calm, either going to call 911 or tell someone to call 911. Just get them going. You can always cancel them. You can always, when they get on scene, you be like, I'm not going to the hospital. You can always do that. Okay? Also ensure your own safety. So if you saw your buddy crash, go ahead and pull off to the side. Look for hazards like other cars or other crazy people on motorcycles. And then wear some PPE, some gloves, okay? Because if there's blood, you don't want to get blood all over yourself. Stop any major bleeds. So if you see any bleeding coming out of the guy, so like he lacerated his leg, not good, lacerated his arm, not good. This is why you wear gear. Hopefully prevent that, but sometimes it happens. If they're bleeding out, you can apply direct pressure. You can apply a tourniquet on the extremities, like the legs and arms. And if there's anything in like a puncture up here or like down here, you can actually start packing the wound. Packing the wound, that's something that you want to do and learn from Stop the Bleed. And also assess any major issues. So, if he's starting to get disoriented and wanting to vomit, he's starting to get like blindness basically, not good, vision impairment. If he's like, I have tingling in my feet, basically just at the end of the day, stop any external bleeding, lay them down, and monitor any changes. If you can keep them warm, that's great. A little space blanket, a little emergency blanket. Oh, side of the pedestrian. Very good. A little bit of a panic. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Well, we had to swerve last second. Did have an impact, but we didn't dump the bike, so that's good. You want to pull over and see if you can help that person out. Okay, good. She's doing fine. I love it. That was really close. What can we do in that situation, right? So, line of sight issue. You couldn't see that person because of that vehicle. Why is the vehicle stopped in the middle of the road? Kind of gives you this, weird feeling. So, when we talk about MTC awareness stages, once you see that weird thing, that uncommon thing in a common situation, you go into orange stage. You're like, I don't know what's happening. You're covering those brakes. You're getting ready for something. You don't know. You saw that car ahead of time stop. Now you see a side of the pedestrian. So we talk about the plan method here. We located, assess, and now we have to navigate this active one, especially if they're going to come into our lane. Now they're in our lane. So what can we do in this situation? Last second, we have to be quick on this. Swerve out of the way as best you can. Swerve out of the way. You're not going to be able to stop in time. So we talk about side of the vehicles when the cars come out on an intersection. So this is a side of the pedestrian. Kind of like the same thing. You got to get yourself out of there. But thankfully, nothing bad happened. That's not a motorcycle jacket. So hopefully he does have gear underneath it. But if we did crash, we would have been in a lot of pain, a lot of trouble. I like how he handled it afterwards, though. Love that.
In active pursuit with two
Bunch of e-bikes. Little e-bike crew. Get yourself together and do some smart rider drills.
motorcycle cops.
Oh, there's a nice little impact. There's another impact. So a little mob ride. It's all chaos. You never know. Never know what's going to happen. Just wear some gear. Some people shouldn't be on the road. Okay. I have a feeling this is an open lane pattern. You guys think so too? Write it in the comments. I think it's an open lane pattern. I think this car is going a little too slow for this driver. And they see this big open lane because they're not looking for us, right? They're going to come over. And then we're going to get mad because they cut us off. I think it's an open lane pattern. Let's see what happens here. I could be wrong. But this is what it looks like. So whenever I'm in a situation like this is the visual. I make sure that I ride staggered with this car. Just like if I'm in a group ride with another motorcyclist, I'm going to ride staggered. So if they do switch over, I'm not going to get hit. I'm not going to hang out in their blind spot. None of that stuff. Zach Sharp, exactly, missed his exit. Hey, I was a little wrong, but I feel like that was going to happen. So at the end of the day, what's the fundamental principle here? Ride staggered with other vehicles, no matter what. If you're boxed in, you have very limited options. Ride staggered with other cars. Pretend other cars on the road are part of your group ride.
Here is yet another example.
Ooh, wear some gloves. Oh, we are all over the place. Oh no, high speed, high risk. There's the side of the vehicle, got very lucky. Woo-wee. Don't do this, guys. Don't do this. Just kind of wait or do it slower. Do it slower. So when I talk about side of the pedestrian earlier, and I mentioned side of the vehicle, typically at intersections you see that side of the vehicle right there. And then look at the gap that you got. So good on him for finding that escape path. That was kind of impressive. He found the escape path, which is straight. Typically on a lane splitting thing, all you can do is accelerate out or decelerate with your brakes. McDonald's. All right, having some fun off-road. Now we're back on road. And we got some water, road surface hazard. Did we hydroplane a little bit? It looks like we did. We lost traction. We fell in the water. Hopefully we can pick up our bike. We got our GoPro doing pretty well. Honk the horn. And now we're going to hopefully get ourselves out of this situation. Bike shut itself off. Hopefully it's not getting flooded. And let's get up, please. Get the bike up. Get the bike up. Buddy back there hopefully can pull over, remain calm, and ensure his own safety and help him out. So we just lost some traction. So if you're going to go over something like that, maintain a good speed. Try to go straight as possible. Get some speed before you get into that situation. So like we got up to here, not there. We're up to here. Pick up speed and then pretty much coast through it as best you can. Just coast through it. Like pick up speed beforehand. Let the speed from before coast you through. Because sometimes if you give it some throttle and give it a little too much, that water will create a little hydroplane situation where you're just going to be skipping across the water like a really nice, smooth rock. I think my best record was 15. Anybody beat that? Anyways, his bike did that. It just skipped across the water. Can't really go around the water on that one because that's the only part of the road that he could do unless he turned back and figured out a different route. So, I mean, you could just go through it. It's just we lost traction. You got 8. Nice. Oh, there's the side of the vehicle right there. Let's take a look at it. Coming up here, we see the side of the vehicle. What's going to happen here? So when we talk about positioning for safety, this vehicle looks like he's turning right, so he's going to want to come this way. We got to move over for a new position for safety. We have to locate this hazard situation, assess if it's a relevant threat, navigate it by putting ourselves in a brand new position for safety right there. That's what we got to do. Let's see what happens here. Oh, he went for the gap that was opening. Very good. Very good. So you could do that. That guy did take up your space. You could position for safety off to the right, stop, or you could do that. It's up to you, as long as you get out of it. So he went for the gap that was opening. So the gap that's closing, this person was supposed to make an easier turn, but didn't. This gap closed. Okay? He went for the gap that was opening. So there's 2 options that you can do. Very good. All right, having some fun off-road. Messing with his visor and slipping and sliding. That right there is why we have gear, because on the buttocks of motorcycle pants, it's reinforced. So when we're sliding, it might rip up that top layer, but it might not rip the bottom layer, which means it's not going to rip your butt. That would suck. Imagine getting a stick or a stone up in there. Ooh-wee. So probably messing with his visor, messing with his camera, whatever it was. Lost some traction. Didn't have two hands on the handlebars. Mistakes happen. Slipping, sliding. He's doing fine. Hopefully the bike is fine, and we can move on.
Was I filming that? I was. Yeah, that's what happens when you take your hands off the handlebars.
Good job with the after action review. Appreciate that. How do people even drive like that? Okay, let's find out. What are we doing? We missed our turn, so we're going to go ahead and get around. Not a big deal. We're going to get around them. Okay. Wait, one sec. Did that person cut him off?
The bars.
Confused. Good job with the slow speed, though. We're going to take what's good. Good job with the slow speed. Probably been practicing Smart Rider drills. 30% off. Use the link in the description. Automatically applied. Or use holiday 2024 sales ending. So we don't need to really kind of go through that. Oh, he was just adjusting the mirror. Okay. Good job with the slow speed. Don't have to really do that. Not a big deal. Didn't really bother you with that turn. All right, I think an open lane pattern or a vehicle is going to come out from the right side. So a vehicle on the left is going to switch into our lane, or a vehicle that's merging is going to cut us off. What do you guys think? Good job, new position. So we talk about it. It's very subtle. We're locating a hazardous situation. We're merging an intersection. Vehicles are kind of coming in. We have to assess any relevant threats. Right now, no relevant threats because nobody's in front of us. We kind of we're doing our thing. But once an active threat comes out like this, oh, they start coming out. We're going to go ahead and honk the horn. That's our first reaction. My first reaction, which looks like he's doing at the same time, is to put myself in a new position for safety. That person's coming out from the right. We're going to have to move ourselves off to the left. Okay? We might have to lane filter to get ourselves out of this dangerous situation. But we're not going super fast, so we could apply the brakes, we could move over, we could do a lot of things. When you have too much speed, it creates some problems for you. So having the appropriate amount of speed gives you more options. Because if he was going too fast, he wouldn't be able to slow down in time, and the swerve would have been a lot harder. But if he was going the right speed, things are much easier. Oh, road surface hazards, a little bit wet on the road. Be careful with your braking. You're going to have a longer total stopping distance. And also, it's going to take you a little bit longer to accelerate, because if you accelerate too fast, your rear tire can lose traction on some of the wet road. So we're going to switch lanes. We just did our own version of open lane pattern. There's the side of the vehicle. So our version of open lane pattern, we didn't like being behind this red vehicle, so we switched lanes. Didn't do a head check. Didn't do a head check. A lot of cars don't do that either. Do a head check, check your mirrors. We have a side of the vehicle popping up right here. Nighttime's also a hazard. You can't see much. But I see the headlights and I see the brake lights. That's a side of the vehicle. What's going to happen? Nice little swerve. Good job. Good job. That car was not anticipating you making that lane change. Didn't see you, so you had to swerve out of the way. Okay, handled it. Handled it. Oh, geez. Cutting that corner a little sharp. Cutting that corner a little sharp. Good job slowing down and stopping. Intersections are orange stage. Morning compute. Driver pulls out in front of motorcycle. Here we go. Side of the... Does he watch this channel? Side of the... Are we making a difference out there in the world? Interesting. I love that. All right, do we have a side of the vehicle? There it is. Good job, Kurt 1981. Good job. Side of the vehicle, applied the brakes, moved over. Francisco Caetano. Oh, road surface hazards. You got some good job slowing it down beforehand, maybe lifting your butt off the seat. But you see how hard that was to see with those lights? Nighttime brings up new hazards. This is why you don't go speeding. Also, and he's got his high beams on. You see that little blue light? That's his high beams. So you can adjust your headlights too. So if your headlights are too far down, it's only going to be pointing down. If it's too high up, it's not going to illuminate the roads. Sometimes you have to adjust your headlights just perfectly. Or upgrade your headlights. And it looks like he's got to make a U-turn up ahead. But watch out for those road surface hazards. You can't see it. He starts to apply the brakes right now. So now start braking's great because it's going to buy you some time to make a different decision because you're still aiming right towards it. So it's going to buy you some time. It's like, oh crap, I'm not going to stop in time, or braking's not the right option. Now I got to swerve around these road surface hazards. That sucks that there's all that stuff there. Hopefully your bike's doing fine. The rims are good. Good job moving, different lane, new position. I should have paid attention in physics class.
What the hell?
Somebody is not having a good day if their tires just rolling off the road. Oh, watch out for that pole.
Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Is he running?
Oh, watch out.
Or is he on a bike? This field of view is like, no, he's on a bicycle. This field of view is not, it's making me dizzy.
What the? Hit that.
Maybe it's the caffeine and nicotine and no food today. That's making me dizzy.
Oh, God, bro.
Nice job. He's every time he kicks it, it's just getting more speed. I love that.
What the hell?
What's that theme from? All right, anyways, side of the wheel. Guys, make sure you check out the store. 30% off until January 6th. I think that's Monday at midnight-ish, Mountain Standard Time. Grab yourself a S.M.A.R.T Rider drill. Also, we do have the cones now, so go ahead and grab it. Rugrats, there it is. And then ride safe, guys. Ride safe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Oh, I need to eat. This music is... Oh, no, this is not... There we go. Wrong music. I was playing something different. I need to grab myself a slice of pizza. Oof. Do you say see you guys on the next one because you upload lives into set? Yes. That's why I say that. Because that was recorded. Let's go ahead and lower that. It's all recorded, and that's going to go out Saturday. But since I'm seeing you guys here, here's the next one. I need food in my belly. Wonder if I have anything in the fridge. Let me go ahead and double check. Nope. Nope. I worked out this morning. I only had a protein shake. I need some food. Can I quickly explain trail braking a curve? Okay, so you're coming up to a curve, right? Think of slow look, press, and roll as the introduction to trail braking. So you start to slow down before the turn. You look through the turn, you press initiate counter steering, and you roll on the throttle. Well, with trail braking, what you're doing is you're marrying all of these things into one. So trail braking, you're slowing down, so you're applying a little bit of brakes, right, before the turn. And with slow look, press, and roll, you release the brakes, you go through the turn, then you roll on. With trail braking, you're applying the brakes to slow down, and you continue doing that through the turn, and then you start to release the brakes and then roll on the throttle at the same time. There's like this, it's like a friction zone, where like friction zone is like in the middle. It's not fully out or fully in. It's kind of the same thing where you're doing that with the front brake. The front brake. You already do that. You already do that with your car. If you guys notice this next time you're going through a corner in town or in the mountains, is that you're applying the brakes going into the turn, and about halfway through the turn, you're releasing the brakes, and then you're giving it some gas. Right? You're already doing that in a car, but it's easier with your feet. So think of it, you're doing it with your hands now, your right hand. That's the best way I can explain without showing you. You could do that, which will apply traction because the weight will transfer to the front tire. You get more traction. It's easier to make that turn. Or you can slow down before the turn and just continue. Any New Year's resolutions? Yes. Yes. No alcohol for 2025. So far, I'm doing pretty good. No alcohol for 2025. Consistent workouts. Build muscle until about May. Actually, probably April. Cut down, super, I want to get freaking lean. And then focus heavily on the S.M.A.R.T Rider games all of 2025. And I'm forming a gang. It's going to be a nice gang. Yeah, we're forming a gang. The S.M.A.R.T Rider, D-Diff and Crew S.M.A.R.T Rider group, team, gang. And we're going to be doing some game stuff. The game gang. Anyways. 93 likes. We didn't even make 100, guys. 159 of you in class. You didn't even hit that like button. What's going on? Come on. Hit that like button. 4 of you just hit that like button. Just 4 of you. And I'll hit start on this if you hit that, if we hit 100 likes. Let's do it. We have 5 new members today. We have $55 in super chats. It's amazing. You guys are amazing. You guys bought me lunch. I need to eat lunch. So we're going to jump into this next one. Thank you. 101 likes. Perfect. 102 likes now. I'm going to jump into this next one. I got to get some food. I'm not going to drink any more caffeine. Get rid of that upper decker. Maybe I'll feel better. All right, guys. Let's start this one. I'm going to go take these packages after the live class to the post office, get some lunch, come back, edit all day. Because I got some videos that I got to edit for the class. All right, here we go. 111 likes. Nice. All right, 3, 2, 1. What is up, everybody? DanDanTheFireman. This is actually an older video. We're going to be talking about crash and close calls. This is back in 2022, and that guy's not doing too well. We're going to be going over these and trying to figure out what happened, how they happened, utilizing the plan method. We're going to figure these things out so that we don't make these same mistakes. So if you like education with a little bit of shit talking, that's fine. I just said that word, probably demonetized. So please click that join button or check out the store, which actually has 30% off until January 6th. You have to click the link or use the code HOLIDAY2024. You get 30% off the stuff in the store, anything in the store. Let's jump right into it. All right, here we go. We got a lot of traffic coming up. We're going pretty slow. That's pretty good. Why are we stopping here? Uh-oh, somebody's getting out of the car.
Leads to spectacular but completely unnecessary results.
Uh-oh, when somebody opens their trunk after they park their car, might be some road rage. He's getting his gun out. Just kidding, I don't know what he's doing. What is happening? Maybe we can rescue if it's a medical emergency. Oh, you want to get hit? Oh, maybe that's what he's doing? Make sure you remain calm. That's part of it. Ensure your own safety. Maybe he's getting a medical kit. Or he's getting angry. What does he have in his hand? Why is he getting into a different car? Oh, this isn't good. This is not motorcycle stuff at all, but we're going to watch. He has a knife? Maybe. He's got a scalpel. He's getting into another car. He tried to get into multiple cars. Maybe it's a robbery or... What is going on? We're just going to go ahead and chase him, and we're moving on, I guess. Oh, geez, there's the impact. There's the crash. How do we handle it? He's walking wounded. That's not a big deal. That's good. He's checking his lower back. Let's see what happens. Maybe this is a different view. Nope, different person. Let's go back to a little bit. All right, so he crashed the bike, a little mob ride with some group stunning, having some fun. When we talk about crashes, we got to remain calm, sure on safety, stop any major bleeds. Hopefully he doesn't have any major bleeds. It doesn't look like he is. But when he's doing the guarding thing, he's doing this. Everyone does that when you have pain. Let's go ahead and get that off the screen. That means he's hurt his lower back. Maybe his coccyx, his little tailbone. Not good to break. Not good to break. You have to sit on a donut for a while, and taking a poop hurts. But now we got somebody else doing some wheelies, having some fun. High skill, high reward for them, but not for me. I don't want to do that. So high skill, high risk. Crash the bike into some bushes, some shrubbery. And hopefully he's doing fine. Hopefully his bike is doing fine. If you guys want to do that kind of stuff, cool, have fun. Understand you're taking a
I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, bro, wait 1 second.
I am good.
Wait 1 second. Hey, that's an old Pack Talk Bold. Nowadays, Cardo has the Pack Talk Pro. Really great. Link in description for 10% off. Actually, I don't know if the Pro has a discount, but I use the Pack Talk Edge. Pack Talk Edge is great. I love this thing. Discount 10%. But yeah, double checking, making sure everyone's good, everyone's fine. Go and get all the shrubbery out of there. Make sure the bike runs.
Yeah, I think so. I just landed in the bush here, so I landed softly. Yeah.
Got very lucky.
Soft landing.
Yeah, soft landing.
His helmet's not clicked. All right, so we're all making changes. Oh, geez.
Dude, what is your problem? You got a problem?
We got some anger issues here because look at our buddy is coming out all the way from the far left, all the way crossing the right. Is it a green light for us? Can't tell. No, it's a red light. So I don't know why the guy's getting mad, but
Is your problem?
there's no reason to escalate it.
Problem?
Just do this
You got a problem?
or this. I like doing thumbs down. It's like that disappointed dad look instead of doing the middle one. That's not very good. Either do this or this. This one, you'll frustrate them for weeks. You'll be in their head rent-free. All right, here we go. Having some fun riding. Oh, one more time, a little slower. What did we hit? This is an older video. Some of these,
When the rear tire blew out completely.
Oh, rear
at
tire
speed,
blew
the
out.
biker fortunately didn't panic and managed to handle things safely.
Very good. Roll off the throttle. Don't use your, if it's the rear tire, don't use your rear brake. Try to scoot yourself off slowly. Don't swerve. Scoot yourself off slowly to the side of the road. Handled it real well. That could have been bad. That could have been real bad. You don't want to slam the brakes. You just want to like coast it down. The tire is going to slow you down. Hopefully the rim's going to be fine, but probably not.
I don't know if you can see that or not, but
I could see that. It's split in half. Oh, and it broke his, it probably like launched up the tread and broke his brake light. It's not good.
I don't know if you can see that or not, but wow.
Did good, did not panic. We talk about Brown stage where you panic. He did not. Very good. Very, 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 very good. All right, here we go. Going through a little corner. Nice and easy. Relax, relax. That guy's switching lanes, going faster. We're taking this corner real nice. Real nice. So right here, this can be a problem. You go from shade to nothing, and you can't see much outside of that. If there's a bunch of cars just stacked up and you're not paying attention, you're gonna run into them. Let's see what happens. Nothing. We just caught fire. All right, here we go. Milwaukee ducks. Here we go. Is a duck gonna fly out? Oh, duckies, little geese. Okay, this video doesn't have much, but that is definitely a side of the duck, a road surface hazard. You don't want to run over them if you can avoid it. Found that gap, found that escape path. We're trying to find lessons everywhere, guys. Found that escape path. But if you are not able to avoid them, ducks have hollow bones. And yeah, it might mess you up a little bit, but they're small. If you have to, just run them over. Because it's best, it's obviously try to avoid, but if you swerve hard out of the way and you crash, it's not good. It's not good. But he found a way. He found a way to get out of that. All right, what do we got here? Oh, open lane pattern. We talk about that all the time. I'm glad we get to see that here. So this person is stuck in the middle of the intersection. Shouldn't be doing that. It's a red light. I think, it's yellow for us. It's yellow for us. It's just the camera angle. It's red for the other people, the cross traffic. It's yellow for us. He's going to go through the intersection perfectly fine. We have a great open lane right here. We have a right lane. We can make it. That black car does not want to be stuck in the intersection, so they're going to do what's called the open lane pattern maneuver. We do it all the time. We switch from the long line at Starbucks to the shorter line or at the grocery store. We do that on the road. We see that on the road. This vehicle doesn't want to be stuck there behind this long line. They see an open spot. They're going to go for that open spot. They don't check. They don't look. They don't do any of these things. So when we do our planning, we locate this hazardous situation. We assess if it's a relevant threat. It looks like he's already turning, so it's about to be one. But if he becomes an active threat, we have to swerve or brake or accelerate out of that situation. So right here, we're gonna do a nice little swerve. We slow down at the same time. Now, if we just maintained our swerve, we're gonna crash into the pole right there. So we have to swerve back. Good job.
And that's what happens when you get cars cutting you off.
Yeah, you did a good job. Good job with your position for safety and your plan.
This biker's behavior is really commendable. He didn't remain passive
commendable.
in this situation and took
Oh!
his mental comfort.
Let's remain calm and ensure on safety. One thing on these situations where if nobody's truly injured, they're having a mental emergency too. So when you remain calm, you actually help co-regulate them. So if you're remaining calm and talking to them calmly, they're going to start to calm down. If you go up in there and be like, oh my God, what's going on? You're going to freak them out because they're going to think, oh crap, something is really bad. But if you go in there and it is bad, but you can handle it, you're going to help them out. If it's not bad, calm them down by being calm. Let's see what happens here.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Oh, we got EMS coming over.
Move.
Just keep them in the car.
Yeah.
They're safe in the car.
Okay.
Let EMS and everyone else deal with that. That's not blood. That's probably transmission fluid. It's a little brown. Yeah, we're going to move ourselves out of the way. Ensure our own safety.
Were you all in that car?
No, I wasn't. They were.
Oh, okay.
The kids were, okay.
My chest hurts really bad and I'm pregnant.
Oh, and she's pregnant. That's not good. I mean, that she's pregnant, it's a blessing. But in a car accident, hopefully everything's fine. It's been 2 years. Hopefully she gave birth already. All right. We have a lot of cyclists kind of doing their thing, taking over everything. Oh, one of them fell. Oh, jeez. They did an emergency brake. EMS was showing up. They were trying to cross through traffic through the line. The guy probably slammed the brakes and fell down. Okay, hey, there's the side of the vehicle. Hard to see. Line of sight problem here. Line of sight with the fence, but you see the tops of it. So when you see a side of the vehicle, that's going to indicate there is an intersection right there. And because it's an intersection, you do want to be paying attention. It's more of an orange stage. Like, are they going to come out? Are they going to come out? How are we going to locate? We located it. Are we going to assessing it? Is it going to come out? If it does come out, it becomes an active threat. So we have to put ourselves in a new position for safety by swerving or emergency braking. But seeing this ahead of time gives you some idea of what could happen. And being prepared is very important. So good job. Oh, almost. She hit the helmet trunk on my moped. Ooh. So in that situation, if they are starting to peek out a little bit and they start to do that, you can either apply the brakes at this point because they are starting to move. So apply some really good progressive braking, hopefully to slow down or stop before you have a collision. Or if you're not thinking that way and you're thinking, I got to get out of the way and I don't want to stop, then you got to accelerate out of there. You got to do something. You can't just like kind of coast through it. And that's probably not a good arrow. What we need to be doing is a real swerve, take that lane and then go, and then get back into your lane and go. Like, we got to do something. We can't just kind of continue our path. We have to change our path. So you might have had to accelerate out of that. And if it did smack, then if you want to exchange information, that's cool. Oh, this is fun. Oh, a little bit road surface hazards. Oh.
Some crashes you see coming. Others take you by surprise.
Leave the helmet open.
So he's got full gear. You can see in his back, he has a level 2 protector in there. So in your motorcycle jacket, I want you guys to check your motorcycle jacket. Go ahead and do it right now. Go ahead and pull it out of the closet. Whatever you want to do. Pull it out. And if you see like this really squishy gray foam, that's not protection. That's just a pad. That's just a pad. Get yourself a new level 2 protector. Usually like D30 Armor, Kovac, or whatever it is. It's like yellow and orange. Whatever the color is. Make sure it's actually protection because that looks like protection. So he's protecting his spine. So with this whole thing, Yeah, we hit some road surface. It's part of the deal when you're riding off-road. You're going to hit a rock. It's going to mess you up. Road surface hazard. But if you're out on pavement and a rock does this, that's what we really try to avoid. When you're out on a dirt road like this, you're basically just riding on a bunch of small rocks until you hit a bigger one. So it's just part of the deal. This is why you wear gear. As a smart rider, we're acquiring and using personal protective equipment.
Surprise.
Leave the helmet open.
Because he landed on his back right there. Imagine if you had a rock hit one of your vertebrae and hit one of the step off or one of the I've been way out of the EMS. One of the process little vertebrae that have the little things on the end. You could break one of those, and that would suck. That's very painful.
See, and I know better.
A little honkity honk.
Shit, no, so much better. I ain't even talking about it just before it happens.
Oof. All right. Parking lot. Yeah, I love parking lots. Obviously, don't practice your smart rider drills in the parking lot when there's a bunch of cars like that. But if he's going to have to make these tight turns, once again, 30% off in the store if you click the link description, ends January 6th. Tight turns. You're going to be practicing slow speed maneuvers with the drills. Let's see what happens here. Those are speakers. Those are pretty cool. So slow speed drill. Very good. Oh, pulls out. Nice braking. Very good. Handled the situation, letting him in. Has the clutch all the way in, because if he didn't, he would have stalled. That's something you're going to learn when you do some practice in the parking lot. He actually rolled back because he knew that car was going to, or that truck was going to take it sharp. Very good. Handled it. So this is why we talk to each other on our cardos. Now we're just having high risk.
The bus lane because according to the sign it's only allowed on the specific time.
Is he gonna get pulled over?
It's known that the driver didn't use the turn signal, making it difficult for the rider to react.
Okay. There's the brakes. Oh. There's the impact. There's the impact. So we're gonna go ahead and rescue our buddy. Let's go ahead and rescue our buddy. Make sure there's no any external bleeding. If there is, we're gonna stop it. Okay, what are we gonna do? So I don't see any deformities. The arms look anatomically correct. The legs look anatomically correct. Usually when the leg is off to the side like that on the bottom right, his right leg, if it's like curved like that, there could be a hip issue. Leave the helmet on. He's breathing. You don't need to take it off. In case he has a cervical spine issue, like his neck, like a neck break, if you try to take the helmet off, not good. Let medical professionals do it. Let them take the liability. They're trained also doing that. So if he's breathing, leave the helmet on. If he's not breathing with a full face, it's an emergency. You got to take that off and start breathing for him. Everything else, kind of just do a quick rapid trauma assessment. Go down every leg, see if there's any bleeding. Double check every arm, see if there's any bleeding. Double check, and then apply a tourniquet or do some direct pressure if you can. But yeah, just leave him there until anybody, until the fire department or an ambulance shows up. Oh, it broke his peg mount. That guy knows how to put a kickstand down, very nice, or a side stand. And that thing broke. So they're calling 911. We got EMS or at least police coming over. So the whole thing about ensure your own safety, remain calm, call 911 or 999 or whatever you are at, whatever the emergency number is. All right, not much you could do, kind of just hang out if it's your buddy, but everyone else is there on scene. All right, wear some gear, please, just in case you don't want road rash. That sucks. Taking a shower. Oh, somebody's merging with you at the same time. Not a big deal. They merge, you merge. It's all good. Just accelerate out of there. All right, watch out. This person might come in your lane. There it is. Go ahead and roll out the throttle. Apply some brakes. Not a big deal. Handled it pretty well. Let them in. All right, we're right. Ooh, lots of sheep. Lots of sheep. So slow it down. They're definitely a road surface hazard at this point. Slow it down. Kind of maneuver around. Ooh, there's a doggo. Nice little... Hopefully it doesn't attack you thinking that they're goats. Hopefully, yeah, dog's pretty chill. Sometimes they might attack you because they think you're a threat to the flock. Got some cowboys. Very nice. I love it. I love to see this like in real time. Careful, nice and easy around the horsies. Boom, perfectly handled. Love it. I love it when the dogs do their jobs. All right, merged in. Whoa, you almost ran into that. So here's the thing. We're coming over here, locating a hazardous situation. Okay, lots of vehicles. So let's slow it down. Right now, not really relevant threats, but they can be. Once they become active, not a good deal. So we're coming up here. Okay, cool. They did this, but they're taking our vision off to where we're traveling. We're traveling forward. Okay, we do have that van still there. We still got traffic. So once you see that, use your focal vision to look at the car. Not a big deal. Get back into looking forward. Use your peripheral. Move over. Kind of like try to stay away from people. But you do want to look forward because if you're doing this, oh crap. Now you have to do a swerve because you weren't paying attention. You got to swerve yourself out of there. You got to swerve yourself out of there because it's not good. Thankfully, he did. Found an escape, which is the little bike lane right there, I guess, or the gutter. Uh-oh. You don't want to see that. Where's the rider? The cool thing is the bike is up on its side stand. Do a little investigation. Bike's up on its side stand, so somebody did that. So I'm assuming the rider did. But if it was on its side, I would assume the rider's down the hill. Could be taking a dump. Oh, no, maybe he parked and his buddy's the one that crashed up ahead. So how do you rescue your buddy? Or rescue somebody else? Seems like they're doing fine, so what you can do is help them rescue their motorcycle stuck underneath the guardrail. Or just watch. But you don't want to get hit by traffic behind you. That's why you ensure your own safety. Pull ahead of them a little bit. Probably a little too fast in the corner. So my biggest assumption here, let's go back just a little bit. Look at the corner. Look where he ended up. Why is the front tire right here if we're traveling this way, right? My best guess, a little too fast. Boop. His buddy right here, probably the one that didn't crash, continued, did a nice little U-turn, and parked his big boy bike on the side of the road, and then came over to help him out. So, too fast into a corner, guys. Boop. Too fast into a corner. Hopefully everything's fine.
Yeah, be safe.
Yeah, be safe. All right, here we go. Lots of traffic. Why stop in the pedestrian crosswalk? I don't know. He did what he wanted to do. Very dangerous, yeah. Ooh. Wasn't paying. Oh, we got a green. Okay, we got a green. I thought those were the red. Oh, and then he's going to be side of the bicycle. This is a tough situation because you don't want to like get on the tram tracks, right? You don't want to slowly move to the tram tracks. You want to swerve. I don't want to say swerve. You want to, if you're going to cross tram tracks, you're going like this, and you're like, I need to cross it. You do a quick adjustment and get back on here, and a quick adjustment and get back on, if you're having to cross both of them, right? What you don't want to do is slowly, and then your tires get locked in here, and it messes you up. You want to do a nice, quick adjustment, like a little swerve in there. Okay? Let's see what happens. Yeah. Tough. He didn't want to like cross it. Oh, so that motorcycle. One sec. Look at the motorcycle in front of us. See how he made a quick adjustment? See how he did this instead of just kind of scooting over? Very good. That's exactly what I was talking about. Yeah, thank you, Motostars, for putting that video out 2 years ago. Appreciate it. But you guys, grab yourself a slice of pizza. Enjoy yourselves. The sale is still going on. I'm going to see you guys next week on the live stream. We're going to go over some more crashes and close calls. We're doing a live stream right now. You guys are seeing this on Sunday, on the 5th, I believe. And, yeah, you got one day to do the sale. Go practice in the parking lot. Play the game. Play the drills. We're going to have some fun. DD from Crew Smart Riders. All right, guys. I'll see you later. All right. Pineapple's so good. Woo-wee. How's everybody doing today? 174 of you in class. Turn it down. Turn it down. Turn it down. 174 of you in class. How about a kit special where people post video with gear and the pros and cons? Interesting. That's kind of what my gear module is in the new academy. I already filmed it. I got to edit it. That's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be editing a bunch of a bunch of videos. Lots of different camera angles, lots of stuff. But yeah, we're going to be doing that because I talk about all the different kinds of helmets, like full face, half helmet, 3/4 helmet, modular helmet. Same thing with jackets, pants, boots, and gloves. Kind of go over all that, pros and cons of different ones. I prefer just full on everything. Full face, full everything. Class is going to be dismissed real soon. Friction zone. I'm sorry, no friction zone. Grab yourself a slice of pizza on your way out. I have low sugar. Drunky talking effect. Yes, Moto Gaga. I need to eat, guys. I did like a pretty good workout, and I didn't eat much after lunch yesterday. I had this massive carne asada bean and rice burrito, and I thought that would hold me over until today, but it really didn't. So I'm going to go eat some tacos or something. It's actually not a bad idea. But make sure you hit that like button. 150 of you are still in class, only 125 likes. So make sure you hit that like button before you head out. But I'm going to get going. Turn that down. Turn that down. I'm going to go eat. I'm going to go edit. If you are a YouTube member, you'll get at least one of these videos early. See ya.